Hello and welcome to your daily oracle reading for Tuesday, June 2nd. Wow, 2020. I'm Linda the Lightworker. I'm a shamanic practitioner. My specialty is helping you recover your soul as you are finding out who you are, living your life purpose, really sticking to those commitments you made to yourself, living your best possible life. I'm for you. Information about me is down below in that little diddly-do box. LindaTheLightWorker.com is my website, or you can email me directly, LindaTheLightWorker@gmail.com, and I'll get back to you just as soon as I can. I promise I will. All right, let's jump into our cards. Today I'm using the World Spirit Tarot deck. All the information about decks I use is down below in the box. Go buy them because they're fantastic. All right, the first card we have today is this powerful hermit. Wow. Okay, so this hermit is just packed full of wisdom. Now, here's the question. Is she coming or going? We don't know if she's just come down this mountain or if she's, she's obviously coming this way. So here's the thing. This could be you literally coming out of isolation and returning, going somewhere on a little journey, possibly. And remember, you carry your lantern with you. You have everything you need. I love this angelic little halo. It means that you're traveling with God, with spirit. This is also about you tapping into that inner wisdom, this old crone inside of you. Tap into your inner wisdom. And she carries great gratitude and appreciation of her solitude and her process, but also she brings so much wisdom and light to others. It is important that others get to know her. So if you're hiding your wonderful self, and it's time for you to reveal yourself to others, now's the time to do it. She is also inviting you to become your own hermit. Now, I know a lot of you are just coming out of isolation, but here's the thing I want to mention. As we are coming out of being completely in our own little cocooned world into more integration into the outer world, when we come back in, we might be bringing with us some energies of others, or of course, you know, we still don't know about the COVID here in the United States. It's still sprouting up. So it might require for you to really go back within and cultivate your inner crone, your inner hermit. And this is the invitation when that message comes through, finding your old lady, right? Or your old man, it doesn't matter, masculine or feminine. This is about you diving into your spiritual practice. So if you have gone out, let's say to a Walmart, and you come back home, you're going to need to cocoon in and get into your safety zone, your insular zone, and tap into that spiritual self, your inner grandmother, your inner grandparent, and find that spiritual message, because this is an invitation for you to step into your intuition, into your power there, into more information about you. This is about listening to God or spirit or the universe or the great divine, whatever you call it. It doesn't matter what the words are. And it's about making room in your life for your spiritual life. It can be whatever spiritual life you want. I don't really care. It's not about me. This is about you. This is spirit calling. Okay, spirit's saying there's a couple people out there who can't hear spirit yet. Yeah. Sometimes it's hard to hear the voice of God, but it requires stillness. So that's the invitation, to go within, especially if you've been out. And listen, there is our second card today is typically our action card. Our action card is the Two of Wands. There's still this celebration. This is a joyful union or reunion. So now if I'm asking you, or Spirit's asking you, to really connect with Spirit this is a connection of you reconnecting with you, with your spiritual self. Look, all the angels that are up here blessing. It's like the Divine Mother and the Divine Father are communing here as you stand in your circle and celebrate with you. Now, some of you are actually having actual reunions. For some of you, you might be starting new relationships. Mazel tov, I say to you. Congratulations as you're headed out there. But my invitation for you, yeah, what do I want? I want you to connect with you. I want you to hear your voice and your inner voice and be able to learn to cultivate that voice so you know when you're moving in the right direction or which direction to go. All right, our third card, our final tarot card for today is this beautiful Seeker of Pentacles. Now, again, you know, yesterday we had a Seeker also, and that was the Seeker of Swords. He was a little bit like that carefree kind of charging forward. Okay, so this guy's charging forward too, but do you see how he has his eye on the coin? Right? His focus is here, and he is focused on his security, his physical, like he's got to make sure he's got a place to live and has some income coming. He's the practicalities of life, right? Oh, it's the beginning of the month. So some of you might be really focused on this practical aspect of our lives as we're moving forward. Here he is looking at the coin, right? So that's the invitation to truly, oh, okay. Spirit's saying, the invitation here is to not get too muddled up with so much of the routine, right? That routine of security, you gotta, this is the invitation to, okay, yesterday's card was all about like him charging forward. So this is about, yeah, you might want to include a little more spontaneity. But here's the secret. Here's the secret, what I've noticed. Like when I fully release control and turn my life over to Spirit, God, the universe, you know, to trust, have that trust and faith, then spontaneity is allowed to unfold. Then I don't have to control everything. But you know, it takes practice, because especially for many of us have gone through quite the security story. Things have been, some people's health security has been jeopardized, their financial security, their emotional security. We've had so much. So it's a little bit of a lighten up, okay? It's going to be okay. It's okay to be spontaneous, especially if you're going within. You know, the spontaneity might be, let's say you're doing a magnificent meditation here with your inner, you're tapping into your inner grandmother, you're having great dialogue, and you hear a message, get up and start painting right away. That's the spontaneous message of, you know, the practical side would be, well, I need to finish my meditation in 8 minutes and, you know, be very restrained with that. So the invitation, if you're hearing paint, stop what you're doing and start painting. Follows those impulses, because there's joyful celebration in there. You're going to be reunion, that's not a word. United, reunited, that's the word. With parts of yourself that might have been missing. So it's going to be, Little Tomato, you've done such a good job. I'm so proud of you. You don't have to be so serious all the time. Although this Hermit, she does look a little serious here. But here's the thing to remember, no matter what your age is, I mean, except if you're a baby, right? You're not a baby, are you? Right? We have wisdom as we grow, and we are all still babies and still growing. But I see for so many of you, as you heal and do your inner work, you're going to be carrying that lantern of light for others, helping them remember that, listen, there are rough days out there. I've been there. I've had some difficult times in my life, and I'm here to tell you, it's all going to work out. Things are working out, Little Tomato. You did a great job. All right, let's jump into our final card today. Okay. I just told you how strong you are. So our final card is from the Denise Linn Sacred Travelers deck, and it says impasse, right? And that word might be like, impasse, what's that all about? And the message here says, reflect and redirect your energy. What's that mean? Reflect and redirect your energy. So when you have the time to reflect in your hermit time, something might come up and you might have to say, oh, I was going to do this and now this has happened, and this might seem like an impasse. So let's take it from the squirrel's perspective, because this is a squirrel right here, right? So let's say this squirrel who's scurrying along, gathering nuts, doing his work, busy, 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 storing, preparing, getting ready, running around, right? Wants to get ready in case of another whatever. Let's see. And he's scurrying and he sees this wall ahead as an impasse. And he's staring at it like, how am I ever going to do that? Well, here's how you use that energy, little squirrel. You can redirect your energy, climb up this tree and use that branch, tunnels, and network. You know, have you ever watched the trees and seen all the squirrels jumping from limb to limb, how they can run through a whole forest while not even touching the ground? So you might be able to just jump right over that wall. Excuse me. So just pay attention. If you do have an impasse come up, a solution's on the way. And the best way for you to find it is going to be you going within and connecting with yourself. Excuse me, I swallowed like a fly. You know, one day I'll be able to edit those things out, but we've gone so far, we just got to keep going. All right, my dear, that's our reading for today. Don't be afraid if some information comes in or you might feel something happens. Like, there's a solution. Don't give up. Don't worry. And remember, things work out on God's time. Oftentimes when impasses or if a perceived delay comes up, it's about others catching up to where you are. Because as information comes in, especially if you're highly tuned in with yourself and spirit, and you have your spiritual practice, and you have a great relationship with your spirit guide, and when you're receiving information, things happen very quickly. And oftentimes, those delays are just a courtesy to let all the other pieces to come up in alignment for you. So don't worry, everything's going to work out. There are ways out of things that appear to be an impasse, and there will be solutions. And sometimes you need to just have some downtime, so take it. All right, my dear. Wow, it sounds like a busy day. A lot of interesting things happened today. How's June for you so far? What do you think? How are you doing? Let me know what's going on. Feel free to let me know how you're doing in the comments. If you're one of my new subscribers, thank you so much for being here. I'm so grateful you stopped by this little channel. I can't believe how it's been growing and how much good work you've been doing. I love hearing from you. I love your emails, and I love knowing that together we're going to get through all this, because all we can do is do our best every day, just living one day at a time. Seriously, I mean, how can you live in the future? We can only be present now. So remember your good self-care practice. Eat very well. Do your best to eat as best as possible with what you put in your mouth. Make sure it's no sugar or chemicals, and drink a lot of water, because water is just so nourishing. And take a nap if you can, and relax, do your meditation. And remember, you are God's most favorite child. And it is a blessing that you're here, and I love you. And you get to love you too. Love yourself. Love yourself first, and then let others in. All right, my dear, I love you. And I look forward to seeing you next time.